Hi everyone, I'm Roxanne Gould and this is my channel. I'm glad you're here. And if you're new and this is your first time watching, welcome. Please press the subscribe button. That would mean so much to me. It would be a great act of kindness if you would. And if you press that notification bell, you'll be alerted every time I post a new video. Today's topic, I want to cover diet, specifically protein in our diet. So let's get started, shall we? As many of you know, I'm an international fashion model and I've needed to keep my weight pretty steady through the years. I've learned quite a few tricks, and with my 40,000 Instagram followers, I have been asked quite often about weight control and diet, so I wanted to make a few videos. I just finished a video on sugar and how it can ruin your weight control, and protein I want to cover today is another it's another ingredient that will help with your weight control. Now, even though I've had 40,000 followers, I've never told anybody this except a few close friends, but I certainly never posted it on social media. Last year I was training to enter a bodybuilding competition. It was going to be the natural division, so you couldn't have any drugs. Natural division, I think 50 years and older. So for 1 year, I had a personal trainer, and I worked out either 4 or 5 times a week. And the reason I bring this up is because she helped me understand the importance of protein. Now, I have not had red meat in decades. I tend to be more of a vegan. Sometimes I'll have fish, rarely piece of chicken. So I thought I was getting enough protein, but because I was pushing my body to enter this bodybuilding competition, I really needed more nutrients. So I was told by my personal trainer to have 8 ounces of protein powder before I'd work out, and to have 8 ounces of protein powder after I would finish working out. So I really boosted my protein intake, and boy did I feel better. I felt so much more energized, and I just was more in touch with my hunger, and when I needed more nutrients, just really like turned on the switch for my body and my hunger. And yes, I gained about 4 or 5 pounds, but she wanted me to because I was on the low side. But what happened was it was mostly muscle mass, so I would put more weight on my biceps or my booty or my thighs, but not on my waist. So with the protein, I never knew this, but it helps boost your metabolism. So when you boost your metabolism, you're decreasing your appetite and you're increasing the amount of calories that you burn. So it's really good for your muscles because you, as you get older, you start to lose muscle mass, and the protein helps build that muscle mass, and it helps kickstart your metabolism again, so you burn calories more purely, and you lose your appetite. I mean, what better weight control secret is there? It just blew me away. I was eating more and feeling better and not gaining. I was looking better. Simply by adding protein in your diet, you can lose weight. So like I mentioned, I haven't had red meat in a long time, and you might be wondering if you're considering stopping to eat meat, what alternatives there are. But before I give you the alternatives to meat, I just want to point out that vegetarianism can help combat hunger in the world, because over 80% of the farmland in America is dedicated to raising livestock, and 75% of the food that we grow goes to feed those livestock. Imagine if that farmland was used to grow plants, and imagine if all that food was given to people to eat. That would probably tip the scales on hunger, don't you think? Also, growing all those plants would help purify the air. And when you are working with cows, you have to use a lot of resources to raise them. They get most of the fresh water, and yet they create a lot of the dirty water. They are, once the meat is ready to be transported. You have all of the carbon emissions from the trucks and the cars and the planes that transport the meat, and then all the fuel that's used in refrigerating the meat. So that's a lot of consumption for us to get meat on our table. And it's a lot of polluting the environment to get food, when alternatives, such as growing fruits and vegetables, are not taxing or depleting the environment. I'm going to give you the list of the foods that you could supplement for your diet if you're not going to have meat, and it would actually be an opportunity for you to have a more healthy diet for most of us, and also it's not as hard as you think, and it's a lot of fun. You might find that you're a really good cook after all, and it's more ethical. So some of the alternatives for protein sources that I have incorporated in my diet, and you can too, are, okay, you ready for this? We have seitan, tempeh, tofu, edamame, lentils, all kinds of beans, which are great to make soups with, nutritional yeast, hemp seeds. I like to sprinkle those on my salad or on my popcorn, or even top it on yogurt. It has this nutty flavor. Hemp seeds. Green peas, spirulina. Spirulina is an algae that has the highest concentration of protein of any plant that's grown on Earth. And I like to have it sprinkled on food in the morning, like, I don't know, some granola or oatmeal. You can also consume it through a capsule or tablet if you don't like sprinkling green food, if you don't like sprinkling algae on your food. And I offer that as a product to buy on my website, so I'll put a link to that below. There are sprouted breads to have as a protein source, and quinoa, and oatmeal, and oats, and wild rice, and chia seeds, and nuts, and all those delicious nut butters, and then the protein-rich fruits and vegetables. And the last way to get protein that I know of is through food combining. There are many lists when you search on the internet for food combining meals. Very simple, and you get to be creative, and it can be so colorful and easy on the pocketbook and fresh and delicious, and it's ethical. Well, I hope this helps. Consume more protein. It will help you maintain weight or lose weight, whatever it is you need, and help also with the bone mass, which you want to keep strong and sturdy as you get older. So I hope this helps. If it did, give it a thumbs up and please subscribe. That would mean the world to me. I love you very much. God bless you. Bye-bye.